Bonjour, hello. My name is Dr. Carla Culligan, and I'm an associate professor at the University of New Brunswick in Fredericton and a proud member of CASALT's National Council. It is my great honor and pleasure to introduce the 2023 recipient of the Robert Roy Award, the Prix Robert Roy, Dr. Stephanie Arnott. Dr. Arnott, Stephanie, is a dear colleague and friend and a most deserving recipient of this prestigious award. Oh, little emotion here. Dr. Arnott, an associate professor at the University of Ottawa, is an established educator and researcher. Her work has led to significant contributions in the areas of French Second Language, or FSL, and teacher education. Most recently, Dr. Arnott led a team of researchers based in Western, Central, and Eastern Canada on a research project supported by CASALT, which we heard about earlier, to explore FSL teacher education across the country. As one of the team members on this project, I can personally attest to her ability to manage the multiple moving parts involved in this kind of complex project, and her focus on teamwork and community building. Dr. Arnott is also a respected supervisor of graduate students who have shared many positive words about her supportive leadership and mentorship style. Please join me in congratulating Dr. Stephanie Arnott as the 2023 recipient of the Robert Roy Award. Félicitations, Stephanie.
This community is so inspiring. So I basically, in my thoughts related to the award, I wanted to thank three groups of people, because there's just no way that a French immersion graduate like myself can come here and win an award like this and not be inspired. The first group would definitely be the past recipients of this award and my co-winner this year. It's humbling, to say the least, when you read that list. It's people I've read, people who have mentored me, people who I work with alongside. Two in particular who definitely are beside me right now are Dr. Sharon Lapkin and Kelly Mady. Particularly because, and I was thinking back to this when I was thinking about this award, I published my very first academic paper for a course with CASALT in 2005. And it was a paper, well, it wasn't even really a paper, my writing was atrocious, but Sharon said, you should do this because the CASALT community is incredible, and they are welcoming, and they are inspiring, and they support young scholars, and they support everybody involved in second language ed. And so she's, as Sharon always is, not wrong. But it was then when I started coming to these types of events and meeting the people and meeting the folks, and it just is so inspiring to be around this community of courageous and brave people. So that's the first group. Second would be the people like Carla, Cam, and others who I've worked with in the past 3 years in particular, and certainly the ones who put together this beautiful nomination, not to my knowledge. So it was lovely when I got asked for a CV, and I'm like, why are they asking me for a CV? This is weird. Okay. And then you get the word that this is going on, so I can't thank them enough. And lastly, I guess it really is the community itself that is something that everybody needs to be a part of. I promote it very openly to my graduate students. They've all been to CASALT events. And I just want you to know that it is incredibly inspiring, the work that they do and the brave spaces they create for people to ask questions, for people to try new things, to be creative, and to ask those difficult and often challenging questions and reflect. So I thank you for the space. I thank you for inspiring me to inspire others. And thank you to Robert Roy for starting CASALT in the first place. Merci énormément.